We discuss today about class 10, chapter 4, carbon and its compounds. Science. Question 1. What would be the electron dot structure of carbon dioxide which has the formula CO2? Answer. Electron dot structure of CO2 is oxygen, carbon, oxygen, carbon dioxide is dot structure of carbon dioxide. Question 2. What would be the electron dot structure of a molecule of sulfur which is made up of 8 atoms of sulfur? Hint: the 8 atoms of sulfur are joined together in the form of a ring. Answer. Electron dot structure of a sulfur molecule. Sulfur, 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 sulfur. Electron dot structure of a sulfur molecule. Question 1. How many structural isomers can you draw for pentane? Answer. 3 structural isomers are possible for pentane. First, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. Second, CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH3. Question 2. What are the two properties of carbon which lead to the huge number of carbon compounds we see around us? Answer. The two features of carbon that gives rise to a large number of compounds are as follows. First, catenation. It is the ability to form bonds with other atoms of carbon. Second, tetravalency. With the valency of 4, carbon is capable of bonding with 4 other atoms. Question 3. What will be the formula and electron dot structure of cyclopentane? Answer. The formula for cyclopentane is C5H10. Its electron dot structure is given below. This is electron dot structure of cyclopentane. Carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen. Question 4. Draw the structures for the following compounds: ethanoic acid, bromopentane. Third, butanone. 4. Hexanol. Or structural isomers possible for bromopentane? Answer. First, CH3 C double OH CH C double bond OH. Second, there are many structural isomers possible for bromopentane. Among them, the structures of three isomers are given: CH3, CH2, 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 CH2Br. C H H H C H H C H H C H H C H H Br C H H H C H H C H H C H Br C H H H C H H H C H H C H H Br H C H C H H H. CH3 CH2 CO CH3 C H H H C H H C double bond O C H H H CH3 CH2 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 CHO C H H H C H H C H H C H H C H H C double bond O H. Question 2. Why do ionic compounds have high melting points? Answer. Ionic compounds have strong electrostatic forces of attraction between the ions. Therefore, it requires a lot of energy to overcome these forces. That is why ionic compounds have high melting points. Question 1. Why is the conversion of ethanol to ethanoic acid an oxidation reaction? CH3 CH2OH. Ethanol oxygen CH3 COOH. Ethanoic acid. Since the conversion of ethanol to ethanoic acid involves the addition of oxygen to ethanol, it is an oxidation reaction. Question 2. A mixture of oxygen and ethane is burned for welding. Can you tell why a mixture of ethane and air is not used? Answer. 2 HC 111CH plus 5O2 arrow 4 CO2 plus 2H2O plus 8. When ethane is burnt in air, it gives a sooty flame. This is due to incomplete combustion caused by limited supply of air. However, if ethane is burnt with oxygen, it gives a clean flame with temperature 3000 Celsius because of complete combustion. This oxyacetylene acetylene flame is used for welding. It is not possible to attain such a high temperature without mixing oxygen. This is the reason why mixture of ethane and air is not used. Question 1. How would you distinguish experimentally between an alcohol and a carboxylic acid? Answer. B. Can distinguish between an alcohol and a carboxylic acid on the basis of their reaction with carbonates and hydrogen carbonates. Acid react with carbonate and hydrogen carbonate to evolve CO2 gas that turns lime water milky. Metal carbonate, metal hydrogen carbonate plus carboxylic acid, salt plus water plus carbon dioxide. Alcohols, on the other hand, do not react with carbonates and hydrogen carbonates. Question 2. What are oxidizing agents? Answer. Some substances such as alkaline potassium permanganate and acidified potassium dichromate are capable of adding oxygen to others. These are known as oxidizing agents.